Today, we dive headfirst into the ocean of workplace stress, an inevitable part of being an employee. It's like stepping into a boxing ring where the punches come in the form of deadlines, performance reviews, and trust issues. The bell rings and there's no stepping out until the day ends. Let's start by understanding what workplace stress is. It's that gnawing feeling that keeps you on edge, like walking a tightrope. It's the pressure that squeezes you, pushing you to the brink of exhaustion. It's the constant worry that you're not doing enough, not fast enough, not good enough. It's the proverbial elephant in the room sitting on your chest, making it hard to breathe. Imagine, for instance, you're facing an unreasonable deadline. The clock ticks louder with each passing second, your heart races, matching its relentless rhythm. Or picture receiving an unfair performance review, the feeling of being undervalued and overlooked creeping in, casting a dark shadow over your accomplishments. Think about the frustration of not being trusted at work, when your superiors feel the need to verify your work, undermining your confidence, questioning your abilities. Consider the discomfort of asking for sick leave or the need to work from home due to family issues, only to be met with a lack of understanding from your superior. These are just a few examples of the countless stressors employees face every day. They're like the waves in our ocean analogy, crashing against you, trying to pull you under. But like any good swimmer, you know that the key to surviving is not to fight against the waves, but to navigate through them. So how does one survive in this ocean of workplace stress? How do you navigate the treacherous waters of deadlines, performance reviews, and trust issues? It's about learning to swim, to keep your head above water, to ride the waves instead of being swept by them. So how do we navigate the treacherous waters of workplace stress? Let's explore. Unreasonable deadlines, unfair performance reviews, lack of trust, and lack of understanding from superiors. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into some common stress triggers at work. First up, unreasonable deadlines. Picture this. It's Friday afternoon and your boss swings by your desk to drop a bombshell. A huge project that should take 2 weeks is due on Monday. Your heart races, your palms sweat, you're feeling the pressure. It's an unreasonable deadline and it's a major stress trigger. Next, we have unfair performance reviews. You've been working hard, pulling late nights, going above and beyond. Then comes the performance review and you're blindsided. Your efforts aren't recognized, your achievements overlooked, and you're left feeling undervalued and stressed. Then there's the lack of trust. You've spent hours perfecting a task, only to have your superior double-check it with others. It's like a vote of no confidence, leaving you questioning your abilities and causing undue stress. Finally, the lack of understanding from superiors when it comes to personal issues. You're not feeling well or a family matter arises and you need to take time off or work from home. But your request is met with resistance or skepticism, adding to your stress pile. These are just a few examples of stress triggers. They're all too common in the workplace and can have a serious impact on our mental and physical health. But fear not, there are strategies to navigate these stressors. Navigating workplace stress isn't about avoiding it, but about learning to cope with it. As we've established, stress is an inevitable part of the work environment, and it's not always negative. Stress can drive us to meet deadlines, enhance our performance, and even stimulate creativity. However, when it becomes overwhelming, it's crucial to have strategies at our disposal to manage it effectively. Let's delve into some of these strategies using the examples we discussed earlier. First up, effective communication. Let's revisit the scenario of unreasonable deadlines. If you're struggling to meet a deadline that seems impossible, it's important to communicate this to your superior. Express your concerns and provide a realistic timeline for the tasks at hand. Remember, it's not about complaining. It's about finding a solution that works for both sides. Next, we have time management. This could be a game changer when dealing with an unfair performance review. If you're being judged on unrealistic expectations, it might be time to evaluate how you manage your work hours. Prioritize tasks, break them down into manageable chunks, and use tools like calendars and to-do lists to keep track. With improved time management, you can demonstrate your efficiency and challenge any unfair assessment. The third strategy is setting boundaries. In the case of not being trusted at work, it can be incredibly stressful to feel like your work is constantly under scrutiny. Here, it's crucial to establish clear boundaries. Politely but firmly express that while you appreciate feedback, you also need space and trust to carry out your tasks effectively. Seeking support is another valuable strategy. If you're not being understood when you need to take sick leave or work from home due to a family issue, it can feel isolating. Reach out to human resources or a trusted colleague. Sometimes just knowing that someone else understands your situation can make a world of difference. Lastly, practicing mindfulness can help manage stress in any situation. This involves being present in the moment, accepting it without judgment. Through mindfulness, you can gain perspective on your stressors and respond to them more calmly and rationally. Let's emphasize this once more. These strategies are not a one-size-fits-all solution. They are tools, and the key is to know when and how to use them. Effective communication might work best in one situation, while time management or seeking support might be more appropriate in another. Moreover, these strategies are not just about reacting to stress, but also about proactively building resilience. By consistently practicing these strategies, you can increase your ability to handle stress, making you not just a better employee, but also a healthier and happier individual. Remember, these strategies are tools. The key is to know when and how to use them. Understanding your circumstance as an employee is crucial in navigating workplace stress. In the reality of today's world, hard work is a necessity. Whether you're an entry-level employee or a seasoned executive, the grind is a common thread that binds us all. We put in hours of work, pouring our energy and skills into our roles, not just to survive, but to thrive. But it's crucial to remember that while your job is an integral part of your life, it is not your entire life. Work is a means to an end and not an end in itself. It's a gateway to financial stability, personal growth, and societal contribution. But it can also be a source of stress and anxiety if not balanced correctly. This is why understanding your role as an employee is so important. In the hustle and bustle of meeting deadlines and delivering results, it's easy to forget that you're more than just a cog in the machine. You're a human being with needs, desires, and limits. The pressure to perform should not overshadow your well-being. Taking care of your mental health is as important as delivering on your work commitments. It's not a sign of weakness to acknowledge when you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed. In fact, it's a sign of strength to recognize when you need a break, to step back, and to recharge your batteries. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your health over work. It's okay to say no to unreasonable demands. It's okay to take time off when you're feeling unwell. And it's definitely okay to ask for support when you need it. Managing stress isn't just about resilience, it's also about self-care. It's about setting boundaries, practicing mindfulness, and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. It's about understanding your worth as an individual, beyond your role as an employee. Work is an essential part of life, but it shouldn't consume your life. Navigating workplace stress is about finding that balance. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. Reach out, speak up, and let's navigate this together, because at the end of the day, you're not just working for a living, you're living for a life well lived. Now, are there specific stress triggers you've encountered that we didn't mention? Or perhaps you have a unique strategy for managing stress that you'd like to share. You never know, your experiences and insights might just be the lifeline someone else needs to navigate their own workplace stress. So go ahead and drop a comment below. Let's continue this conversation and build a community where we can learn from each other. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up.